Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another installment of All the Mods 9. I'm Katiana. We are here in our Woodland Mansion in our Gregtech operation, and we are continuing working our way through the ZPM quest line. I hope everyone is having a great weekend. We are ready to pick up where we left off. I have made a slight bit of progress since we left off on Wednesday. Yes, it was Wednesday. Had to think about it for a second there. So, when we left off, we needed another one of our multi-blocks, which I have completed. So we are now up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these multi-blocks. This one is to make the LUV emitter. That one is what we need to be able to make, hopefully, an elite circuit assembler. This thing has been running for a while now. I think this is my third attempt to do it. It has gotten stuck a couple of times. I do have a couple of other items that I have been able to complete, which is great news for us. If we pop over to the clean room, in here we have our elite autoclave, which I have set up in here. That is used for producing our raw crystal chips. So I have that completed, and that also allows us to make raw crystal chip parts. So I have that completed. Oh, a ZPM machine casing. Oh, yes, thank you, please. That was a heck of a good reward. We will take that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Then over here, we had the biphenyl dust. I hope you've been keeping up with your oil processing. Well, not exactly. Hello, Avy Navy. This one actually isn't too bad. It is just benzene and oxygen, which I do have both of those available. So we were able to make that. And then that is combined with chlorine to make polychlorinated biphenyl buckets. So we got that, which thank you for giving me a whole tank full of it. Appreciated. And then that is PCB coolant buckets. This stuff is actually banned in most countries because of how toxic it is. However, it's a great coolant, so we're going to use it here. Well, that's great. We don't have to worry about it being toxic in our Minecraft world. So, here, have some. Great. So, let's go ahead and get these zapped into the system, which we can take that out for just a second to pop that in and pop this in. And then I need to put my tank back. Not that one. Where's my new? I need my ultimate one. Where is, there you are. Put that one back in place, and I need some coal because I did not restock the coal to keep my steam generation going, which we should definitely get that back up and running. So that takes care of that line. Then I have my samarium iron arsenic oxide wire. This is actually the IV superconductor, so we could have made it a while ago. We didn't need it too much then, but we do need it now. So we're going to get all of our rewards there. And then it says we have not really needed field generators much yet, but from now on they will be used a lot. Don't know what that means, but okay, we'll take it. I am having a bit of a trouble in that my hot ingots for the samarium iron oxide is not transferring it over properly to the freezer. I'm not sure what that is, so I probably need to take the... So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make like some more of these. So I just have the hot ones ready, and then I can run the hot ones upstairs to make more of the ingots if I need them. So we'll see what goes. Okay, so I am trying to make this Elite Circuit Assembler 2, but as you can see, we're having some issues. So it's moving, which is good. As long as we're still moving, I'm just going to let it run. But it does sort of prohibit us from doing too much. So that is running over on this side. And then over here, the Ruridit has been running. So hopefully it can keep moving forward. I'm hoping. It still needs to make a bunch more of the Ruridit to make the wires. And then it's got a bunch of these dusts that are still running. So those are probably generated over here. Yep, so it's got a ton of the Aqua Regia being processed with the platinum group sludge. So that is just grinding its way out. So we just need to be sort of aware of what we're processing so that we don't interfere with this. We don't want to mess it up. Yes, you call it an issue. The game calls them side quests. This is actually quite accurate. Quite accurate. So, we need to be mindful of what we're doing so that we don't get detoured. So, this is what we're trying to get made. So we can add it to our clean room, and then that should open up the crystal processors down here. And I think we need the crystal processors to open up this research station, which I have no idea what that involves, but that could be interesting. Or it could be very bad. I'm not sure which at this point. Not really sure. But we didn't do this yet, that impure enriched Naquita solution bucket, because we still needed another large chemical reactor. I didn't manage to get one of those made yet. So that is holding up this line, I believe, because this one needs, yes, so that one needs this thing. So I think we're going to need to do a large chemical reactor before we can continue that line there. I hadn't done this dust yet here, and then there's these two here and this. So hopefully between those items that are still in gray, we can unlock something. What did I need to do the U-pick wafer? No, I should have been able to do that one. Maybe? The UH pick wafer. Let's check that one out again. UH pick wafer. So this one is a chemical reactor. Oh, LUV chemical reactor. I don't believe we have a tier that high in here. No. I have an Ivy is the highest tier chemical reactor I have in here. That was what is holding me up. Okay. So we need... Okay. So We are waiting on an elite circuit assembler, which is going to open up this line down here and then coming up here. And we have this, these two, this one, this, and this. That's what's open left for us to be able to work on before we can unlock something. This is going to take an LUV chemical reactor. We don't have that yet, which is, I don't even see that on here. And even if we upgraded to a large chemical reactor, it does require a clean room. So it'd be better if we could do an elite chemical reactor too. So let's bookmark that one. So I need an LCR and I need an elite chemical reactor too. So I'd say those are our machines we need to work on. So now the question here is, would I be able to figure out a way to use my existing large chemical reactor to do this process? Do I have another input hatch available to put that into? So far, I have managed to do all of my processing with just the one. Because I have hatches everywhere. I have one with air. I have one with hydrogen gas. I have... That one is currently empty. This one has sulfuric acid. This one has hydrochloric acid. This one has oxygen. That is the output hatch. I still have room potentially on the back side. These two are outputs. So I have two output hatches. So the question is, can I put in another LV input hatch and still have this multi-block form? So test number one will be an LV input hatch. Oops. Hatch. Let's make one of you. It's an output hatch, but I'll be able to flip it to an input hatch. There is district. I love how you mentioned potentially deadly gases like they are baking ingredients. Well, yes, that's what they are. They are highly deadly chemicals, which in our Minecraft world are just the inputs for our process. That's all they are. Okay, so what I want to know is if I break this and I put that in, well, first of all, you have to, okay. Well, first of all, you're facing the wrong direction, dude. You need to face, now where are you? Input hatch. Need you to face that way. Perfect. Okay. So now all we need to do is add a exporter to here. And then our fluid for this, lovely, 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 is the fluoroantimonic acid. Good God. fluoro this thing. All right, so we're going to do exporter, change it to fluids, put that in there, do that, and put you in there. Perfect. Okay, so now we need to write the recipe. This is great. Okay, so for our impure enriched Naquita solution bucket for this in a large chemical reactor. Oh, but it has to be LUV. Okay. Okay, this is fine. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. Because this is currently only IV. I'm going to put that there. So I need to upgrade these to IV energy hatches. That is doable. So we can make 2 IV energy hatches. That should upgrade this. And then ooh, I have an LUV4A energy hatch. I forgot about you. If I replace and then I put the U on U. Boom, boom. If I do that, oh, it's up to ZPM with the max recipe tier of LUV. Sweet! Now I can use those 2 IVs to upgrade something else. Sweet! Okay, so now my impure, oops, wait. Here, impure, no. This one, if I want a bucket of you, and I say start, how long is it going to take for this to go process? Not that long. Oh, wow. That only took 8 seconds. What does that mean for us dummies? So the max EU is at ZPM level, but it can only process recipes 1 tier lower. So I have energy at a high tier, but the recipes are actually 1 lower. Where what I had it before was because I had two EVs, and I then had it IV, my energy was at a lower tier and I was processing higher tiered recipes. Now I have an LUV 4A energy hatch. So my energy hatch matches my recipe tier, but with 4A, I have the equivalent energy of a ZPM. I think I understand that correctly. I may not have it quite right, but I think that's right. So then I can pick that up. Perfect. And yes, that was what we need. We got another tank of it. Awesome. Oh, my way of, as that is doing steam at the moment. Oh, let's swap this out. And let's put that there. And where is my... Oh, that's external storage again. Importer. Put it on the side over here. And make it a fluid. And that will just suck all that fluid right into the system. And another empty tank. Excellent. So, as I guessed, that does unlock trinium sulfide dust. Which, oh, we should look at the quest. Trinium sulfide dust is a byproduct of our Naquita line processing, but it's a very necessary byproduct that will be used in great amounts. As previously stated, you should really figure out how to passive the processing line. To be fair, at this point, everything should be passived. To be fair, we have virtually nothing passived. Which is why it takes so long for some of this stuff to craft. Exactly. I have a few things. Everything should be pacified. I have a few things. I have stacks of 32 of some of the core ingots. But every time I try to run a fluid, my system breaks. Because of refined storage. Refined storage. Never use refined storage. Yes, 32. 32 ingots, that's what I have. Yep. 32. 32. Not 32,000. Not 32 million. Not 3,200. Half a stack. Never, ever use refined storage. Ever. You raised some of your limits to 20,000 today, and it still won't be enough. Oh, God. I don't know if I could make 20,000. Thank goodness refined storage isn't in Modifactory. It's... at this point, I'm almost glad I will not have to deal with refined storage for the next season. I am ready to throw it out the window. And that's from someone who hates AE2. After that week of having an error message with no information on where the error was, I was frustrated beyond words. Just beyond words. Finding the recipes that were broken was so tedious and just broke my brain. And why is the robot arm taking so long? That's the energy hatch. Piston. Robot arm. You have your lubricant. You have soldering alloy. You have the rods. You have the gear. You have the gear. You have two of the motor. You have a piston. You have a nano processor mainframe. What is missing from here? That is the robot arm. Robot arm. Should be one processor. Cable. There's a supercomputer. Are you still in here? No. One gear. 1, 3, 2. I don't know why it's 2. It should not be 2, should it? Oh, yeah. Okay. 4, 1, 3, 2, 1. One mainframe. 2 of those. One mainframe. There's one mainframe. 4 supercomputers. This one. So it's not the next to last one, it's the next to last one. So not you, it's you. So it's 2 of the microprocessor. I still don't know how you've done it with one LRC. It's just by adding more and more of the input. You can run everything in one multi-block just by adding input hatches. And then pre-filling them with the fluids that you need. I think there's only one item I've had to do manually because it didn't work. And I don't for the life of me remember what that one was now. I must not have run into it very often because I haven't had to do it since that one quest item needed to be done. But yeah, all I've done is just keep adding input hatches. And as long as it keeps reforming, I'm right as rain. Okay. I got detoured. What was I doing? Uh, what was I doing? I have forgotten what I was doing. Oh, I did get the upgrade in here, so we have Naquita coil blocks on the one EBF. I forgot about that. Oh, Tembler, thank you. So we're missing 2 of the mainframe on this one. So here. So we need 2 of these. I'm guessing they got sucked up by a different recipe? Oh, I wonder if our IV energy hatches sucked them up. I said we needed to be careful, so we didn't do that, and I bet that's what we did. Alright. Hopefully this doesn't take long. And these 2 will replace these 2 and start this moving again. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is centrifuging what we just made. We can do that. Oops, into here. So that I gotta be able to spell it. Trinium. Trinium sulfide dust in a centrifuge, and I have an IV centrifuge. So we're gonna. Oh wait. Were any of these percentage chances? No, they've just happened. Perfect. Okay, so this goes in the centrifuge. Centrifuge, in you go. And we should just be able to do trinium here. That should just craft. And lovely. Boom, boom, boom. Some raw trinium. Well, we'll certainly take that. Boom, boom. Okay, and that has unlocked trinium ingots. Lovely. Take that trinium sulfide we got in the last quest, put it in an EBF with zinc, and out will pop a hot trinium ingot. Cool that down, and now we have the trinium we are after. Well, that seems easy enough, doesn't it? Okay, so we're going to use that in an electric blast furnace, which has to be LUV tiered, to make hot trinium ingots with zinc sulfide dust. So we're going to do U. Okay, so now come over to here. You need to be LUV tier, which you are. We're going to do that. Okay. Yeah, I'll put that there. Okay. So then we're going to come over here, and then this gets used in a vacuum freezer IV tier, which we're good there. Oh. Make sure we are good on this. Apply. Yes. Oh, and take that off. Okay. We'll see if we have problems with you. Okay, so you are going to go here. We'll see if you work or if you're going to be difficult. Okay. You're still moving. Okay, so now we need... Oops, that's not how you spell it. Trinium ingot. One of you. Looks easy enough. Ha ha ha. Start. So that should have come over here to make the hot trinium ingot, which takes 38 seconds. Which if you're you already have an IV energy hatch. I have both of you already at IV energy hatches, which is good. Okay, so that's done. Now, will it go to the vacuum freezer? Squirrel. We don't need squirrels. We don't need squirrels. No squirrels. Alright, so now up here, are you up here? See, look. This is acting up weird. It's got the liquid helium it needs, so that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, I finished making the microprocessor mainframes. Did they get distributed down here like they should? No, because they're sitting here. Okay, fine. Alright, so... Not you. You. And now you are making the robot arm. Okay, we have fixed that. We hate refined storage. We hate them, we hate them, we hate them. Alright, so this does not appear to have made it to the freezer. Something is wrong with my freezer. So let's do this. We'll cancel that. And we will get our hot... See, these are not processing. Oh, wait a minute. No, it says it can process in an IV, so I'm fine there. And this one can process in an IV, so that should be fine. Let's use our 2 IV energy hatches and upgrade this. And I have IV cables. So we'll do that. Then you. That takes you up to LUV. And then, rather than use a converter, let's just make 2 more flux point. Point, not plug. I remembered. Don't need to squirrel trying to fix the freezer. We really don't need to squirrel trying to fix the freezer. We'll put this one and make you yellow. And then we'll put you there and make you red. Okay, so now we have an LUV tier. So if I put in the input bus that, it shows as processing. Output bus, output hatch. You need some speed upgrades on you. How am I out of speed upgrades again? Ooh! We're out of sugarcane. Oh dear. Time to go cut it down again. I'm sure there are some very good squirrel technicians out there. I just don't happen to know any of them. Oh my god, you don't have to. Alright, let's do that. Okay, so now if I put these in here, here, here. You say you're processing. So what is wrong with my crafter? Why are you not processing? You are connected to the system. Shouldn't be any problems there. That is now 2 recipes that are not working properly. I say again, We have our trinium ingot. So that is good. Gets us more trinium ingots, which is also good. And that, again, unlocks another thing. So now we have Naquita alloy dust. This is the Naquita... This is Naquita, the alloy you were looking for. Okay, Naquita alloy is very important for us to be able to make components for multi-blocks and other machines. We will need a lot of Naquita alloy so we can make all of the Naquita alloy frames needed for the rotary hearth. What is a rotary hearth? I have no idea what that is. No idea what that is. Naquita alloy dust. Was that the quest was for the dust? Naquita. Yes, Naquita alloy dust. Naquita alloy dust. This stuff. Okay, so in the mixer, so this is going to be an IV mixer 2. We're going to use Naquita dust, osmiridium dust, and trinium dust. Oh, holy hell. Okay. So these things in a mixer circuit 2. So I have a mixer circuit 2. It's right here. You go there. So now I need to do this recipe for dust. I would love a macerator. Okay. I have noticed I've been having more and more problems with the pulverizer because the pulverizer is backed up. And oh, you are really getting full here, sir. We may have to upgrade your crafter here very soon. Do I have Osmeridian dust already? No, yes I do. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to do Naquita alloy dust. So here, one of you, and start. Oh, my other thing is done. Elite circuit assembler. Yes! Oh, patience paid off, baby. Boom. And we got trinium ingots. 13 more ingots, baby. And, oh, that didn't unlock. Why didn't that unlock? Because this wants this. Okay, interesting. So if this wants this, this needs this, but this needs this, which this needs this, which this needs this, which this needs this. But this is going to need the elite chemical reactor too. Okay, so first thing, let's take this upstairs and get it set up. I want a what braider? A what? AV Navy. Okay, so now here is the thing. Okay, I've been doing things in the corners, and my corners are getting a little full, but this one still has room because I had moved the machines out. So we're going to start. This is an LUV machine. So we're going to put the LUV machines right over here. So we are going to do this. We are going to go... how are we going to do this? We're going to do here. And then we're going to put the crafter. Oh, goodness. Have I actually finally caught up with using all my crafters? I found so many hidden in some of my backpacks. I actually may have used up all the crafters, which is fine. We can make another one. Regular crafters, easy to make. So do that so you pound it down. And then we're going to do a cable and cable down. All right, so that's done. Now, where did I just put that extra plug? Perfect. So you're going to go here. Boop. And then you are going to change to be elite circuit assembler clean room. Yeah, that'll work. Clean room. Red network is fine. You have power. Okay, then we are going to need an importer. Importer on the front. Then cable like that. And you are now set up. Okay, and we can move elite over to you, and we can move you over to you, and now those should move considerably faster. I think we're going to move the data stick over there because I know I'm going to need a lot of those. Actually, reconsidering, let's take that. We'll put Wait. Where did I put that crafter? Give me that. Let's go ahead and upgrade to a gold crafter. Yeah. Okay. Now. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Put you down there. Put the speed upgrades there. Okay. Then all of these. Okay. So that is that's quantum level. Let's see, assembly, supercomputer, mainframe, assembly, supercomputer, mainframe, processor, circuit, oop, here, shit. I think that's right. Okay. There. Okay. I think that consolidates the circuit assemblers. Yes. Okay. So now there is nothing in this one, there's nothing in this one, there's nothing in this one. I have everything consolidated here in the fastest machine we have. So that should speed up all of our circuit processing. Now I just have to get the other machine so I can unlock being able to do the crystals. So that means we need a pattern for an elite chemical reactor, which is this one. So we're going to do you and put that in slot 3. I hate these invisible recipes. Urgh! Watch streak of 105. Oh my gosh. Elite chemical reactor. Alright. We are missing a rhodium plated palladium rotor. Oh, really? Okay. Recipe. And this is going to be in an extruder. IV here. And I believe HP. Now I have to find it. Whoa, too far. Alright, that is not it. That is not it. Oh, I did get the ore washer, and I had a forge hammer. So those two are now added to my machine list here. Rotor. Here is the rotor. Okay, so now, elite. Elite is not spelled that way. Chemical reactor. Start. Boom. Okay, so now we'll have the same lovely problem of watching these struggle bust their way through trying to make things. Some things should be better now. So all of the recipes for the nanoprocessors and the circuit related things should be significantly faster. Fluffy coming in with the raid. Hey there, Fluffy. Thank you so much. How was your stream? What were you playing tonight? Welcome, everyone. We are playing all the mods 9. We are working our way through the ZPM chapter as we forge our way towards potentially making a Greg star. Potentially. I am hopeful, since District said he's going to wait for us, that we may eventually get to the chapter of making a Greg star. Whether we will have the ability to make one or not is debatable, but we're going to try. We are going to try. Okay, my Naquita alloy dust should be done. And there it is. And boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. And that unlocks Naquita alloy plate. So, Naquita alloy plate. So, that one is processed in a... Can I do it straight from the dust? No. Apparently not. Which is fine. So, the ingot on 1. So, we'll do this. And then we'll find our plates. Plates. Where are all the plates? Where is the bender that has all the plates? I need to go back and take a couple of these machines off that are now idle, because then there will be less crafters in the system for me to scroll through to find the ones that are actually in use. Oh my gosh, I have so many. There we go. There is the one for... Put it there, because that finishes that row off. Okay, so then I need the recipe for the ingot, which is going to be... Oh, of course it's going to be another hot one. Of course you are. I wonder if that's causing the problem. Let's try that. Ah! I have too much. Alright, let's try that. Let's take that off. Take that off. I don't need to put the fluid in the recipe. It's pre-filled into the machine. Duh, 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 duh. Alright, try that. Try that. Okay. Now, so hot Naquita alloy. This one. So that is here. Do. I'm gonna throw that in here. Alright, so Naquita plate here, start, go. That should be straightforward. Turns that into the hot, hot into the ingot, ingot into the plate. Right? Should be very straightforward. It's refined storage. Nothing is straightforward with Gregtech and refined storage. Nothing. Are you processing it to hot? You are. It just takes 50 seconds. And I am not patient enough. It's fine. Okay, so now the question is, did the hot ingot make it upstairs okay? Oh, it did. I saw the lights going out. So, oh, it worked, it worked, it worked, it worked. Knock with a plate is not spelled that way. Knock with a plate. Boom, 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 boom. Give me more plates. Perfect. Nice. Okay, so that takes us down to a ZPM machine hull. I have a ZPM machine casing already that I got as a quest reward, so I'm hoping that will help tremendously. Now that we can make ZPM tier hulls, we can prepare to get some crazy powerful machines. We aren't at the top tier yet, but still you'll notice these machines are running processes from previous tiers at incredible rates. Okay, so a ZPM machine hull. ZPM machine hull. So this one is going to be a ZPM machine casing, which I have one of. And we need vanadium gallium cable with polybenzimidazole sheets. Oh my god. And the nacrid aloe plates we just made. Blech. Okay, let's start with that. We are going to need a recipe for the ZPM casing, which is going to be 8 of the plates on circuit 8. I believe my circuit, wait, let me see. Where is my circuit 8 at? 1, 6. Okay, that means it's an MV recipe for that. Okay, so recipe here. This is going to be MV. Yes. All right, so we got this is going to go here. Then this one goes upstairs to an assembly 8. So you go here. Alright, so then CPM machine hull. Yes, we are missing the vanadium gallium cables. So vanadium gallium cables. This one. So I can use either one of those fluids or fine. I need vanadium gallium wire with thin polyphenylene sulfide sheets and thin polyvinyl chloride sheets bleh, in an assembler 0, which I believe my assembler 0 is right here. Then I'm going to need a recipe for the wire. That's going to be a wire mill IV here. That is a wire mill 1 goes up here. Then I'm going to need a recipe for the ingot, I think. Vanadium. Oh no, I've got vanadium gallium ingots already. Perfect. So we should be able to do ZPM machine hull. Start. Oh, the other craft is done too. ZPM machine hull. That's done. Finished. And then my elite chemical reactor is also done. That one wasn't for a quest. Grab that, grab that. Did that really give me 2 more machine hulls? Ooh! And Naquita doped wafers. Ooh, that's a good reward. Okay, so now we have the chemical reactor chemical performer, which that is needed for these. This is requiring a clean room, so we're going to go set it up in there. Here we go. In here, we're going to put this right next to there. Then we're going to get it a crafter. Put you next to you. Then we're going to need where are my importers? Those are exporters. No, not there. Definitely not there. There they are. Oh, they were right in my inventory. Well, heaven forbid, I should actually look for the item in my inventory. Duh. And cable. Okay, so that is there. So then we can look. This is for the UH pick wafer. That's what needs to go here. And oh, I need power. Of course I'm going to need power. Which means I'm going to need another flux point. I am so happy I do not need to do the converters and just put a flux point down and off I go. That's just like so much easier. This is going to be Elite Chem Reactor, clean. Make you red as well. And you're powering up. Lovely. It'll be very different when we're playing the next pack that has Gregtech and we do not have infinite power. It will be completely different. Completely different. But by God, we have infinite power. We are cheesing it. Oh, that reminds me. How are those ATM stars going? We've got 1,600 ATM stars. Things are looking good on that front. What pack are you planning on playing next? So we are planning on playing Monofactory Expert Mode once it comes out to a 1.0 release. So District finished his ATM9 playing through, I think, today. And JC and I still have a ways to go. He is a chapter behind me in Gregtech. And so we still have a couple of months-ish, I think, of ATM9 before we reach our goals, our targeted goals. So District is going to play FTB Ocean Block 2. You're catching up quickly, though. Yes, you are. You are. I'm guessing you're going to finish. Well, you're going to take the time and make all of this. So that's going to take you longer. I have skipped this for now. And I'm going to go back and do whatever I need to. I do want to go back and do an alloy blast smelter because I think that could be helpful. But you're going to take the time to do all of this, which is going to take you a little time. So I have to try and lengthen my lead while I can, and you're making multi-blocks. And refined storage has held me back considerably. But so we're thinking, yes, we're thinking a couple of months-ish for JC and me to reach the end for our playthroughs, and then we're gonna start the Monofactory Expert Mode playthrough. Is our target in the future. So District has something else then he'll be able to be working on while he waits for the two of us to finish up. And JC only streams once a week. And his time playing during the rest of the week depends as time allows. Where depending on my ability during the week, I may be able to stream more often and play a little bit more. So that may help me stay ahead of you if I'm able to stream or play more. Even if I'm not streaming it, if I'm able to play, that might help. Unless refined storage kicks me in the butt, then it may hurt. I don't know. We will see. But yeah, so that is the current plan, is Monofactory Expert Mode. It's been on our list to play Monofactory for a while, and then when we found out there's an expert mode coming, we're like, ooh, that sounds intriguing. I'm out of patterns again. No, I'm not. So, that is the plan. The majority of us are not 100%ing the pack. We are just playing the portions that appeal to us. And Potox and Squishy did 100% it. They finished like all the chapters, all the quests, everything. District and JC and I are finishing the chapters that interested us. So we District completed chapters 1 through 3, and I've gotten all of exploration. I've gotten most of magic. I'm trying to get through all of Gregtech. I've gotten most of resources. We've all seemed to be in agreement that productive trees isn't worth doing. I've got logistics done. I've gotten most of storage done. I've done most of AE2, even though I'm not using it. I skipped Mahout Sakai. We've done it so many times in the past, and we didn't need it. So, things that we really didn't need, I only did the pieces and parts I really needed. So there's parts of Mechanism Advanced that we did because we needed it, but we haven't done the rest of it because it wasn't necessary for our playthrough. So, but then other ones is like, oh, I only need 2 or 3 quests and I'm done with the chapter, so I did it for the check marks because cat lives for check marks. So you're up to 40. Let's see. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. That was a pretty close guess. I'm at 49. So, and we only need, I think we only have we're like this little patch here away from finishing AE2. We only have the large storage components left to finish. So we could finish that one off. We could finish the mechanism advanced. I just need to do, yeah. There's only a few of these. It doesn't matter. Craft the things. I don't have to build them. No, no. Oh yeah, we did bees. We did bees. We're not doing trees. We totally agree with you. Trees, there's no point. No point. Absolutely no point in doing trees. Potok's managing to do trees was impressive. I'm not gonna lie. That man was on a mission, and he completed the mission. Oh my gosh. Okay, here is our UH pick wafer, and I am missing liquid naquita, so I have not crafted a recipe for this yet. So that is needing to be melted. So I need to go find my ingot. Where is my naquita ingot? There is. Oh, no, that's a plate. Here we go. Naquita ingot. And this one. That one there. And that goes down to my not extruder, extractor. That goes there. Alright, so now we should be able to make the UH. Oh, that was bad typing. I've got a cord running right down my keyboard. It's messing me up. There. Let's move that. There we go. UH here, here, and here. I have not had the best of luck with expert packs since DDSS. So hopefully this one will go better. Hopefully. Alright, so it's got to make the naquita ingots. No. No, we're not doing the trees. Okay, nope. There we go. Now the naquita ingots are working. It was because I had the liquid in there. Good deal. No. Look, it wouldn't be any fun because we would spend the stream sitting at the table. We would just spend our time sitting here at this table buying trees. That's not fun. Because I would cheese it for all it's worth until we got down to like the last half dozen that would be ones you have to go search for, and then it would be, Grinch, go find me some trees. So, how fun would that be? Because you wouldn't see any of that, because Grinch would be off finding trees. We wouldn't see what he's doing. And talking. Well, yeah, we would be chatting the entire time. This is true. Now, if it was during football season, we could do it during a Chiefs game, I suppose. But we may not make it to football season at the rate we're going. We could do it during a Chiefs game if we make it to football season, I suppose. But, football season is right around the corner. Oh my gosh, it's a full minute. See, yep. It's a full minute. I mean, it's not even that long until Nebraska has its first game at Arrowhead. So, you do hope Manufactory will be out before football season. I mean, it's not. Yeah, I know. preseason camp is right around the corner here, District. I gotta look because it's August. August is right around my birthday, I think. Yeah. Husker football schedule. The first game is August 28th. And that game is in Arrowhead. And you're going to have Will Compton and his podcast and the Kelsey brothers and their podcast are both going to be down there for the game, and they're going to have some sort of bet going on, and it's going to be crazy. Because, of course, the Kelsey brothers went to Cincinnati, Will Compton went to Nebraska, and they're two of the bigger podcasters covering football topics and stuff, so they've been getting verbal stuff back and forth for a while, and yeah, it's gonna be a thing. And I think there's a Royals game like the next night, and so I know a ton of people. They're going down. They're going to the football game, and then they're going to the Royals game the next day, or is it the day before? No, I don't remember. But they're making like a whole sports weekend thing of it. Should be crazy fun. Okay, so now the chip. So now this needs to go into a cutter machine. Oh my god. So now the cutter needs to be of LUV. Okay, that June was atrocious. It's like they forgot how to flip and play baseball. I mean, they were playing so well up until like Mother's Day. And I'm like, they're right in playoff contention. They're going to get a wild card. It's going to be great. They're sustaining something. This is awesome. And then June, the bottom fell out of the season. I mean, and at the All-Star break, there were only 3 games below 500. And like the games, the matchups they have, right? And the division is like, I mean, Detroit's kind of way ahead of them, but they're they're right in the. There's like 5 teams competing for the wild cards, and they're all like right within a game and a half, 2, 3 games of each other, and they all play each other during the second half of the season. It's going to be crazy. Oh yeah, I mean Detroit's just lapping the rest of the division. So it's definitely a wild card race, but it's a crazy wild card race because you've got so many teams and they're all going to be playing each other in the second half of the season. So it's crazy. So, I mean, they've got to sustain something here going into August. And they have to have a lit August. I mean, they've got to get their offense together. They are wasting a season of pitching that is just amazing. And they're wasting it because their offense sucks. Oh my god. So sucks. Okay, I can scratch off this because I made it. But now I'm going to need an elite or a cutter that is LUV. So let's go down here and I need a cutter. And I need a cutter that is LUV. So the elite cutter 2. So I need you. So that's going to go in here. So this is going to go here. And now what? Okay, I can put that away. So now the Elite Cutter 2. To make one of those, oh, this is a problem. I need Purified Pyrolusite Ore. And I need an HSSE Buzzsaw Blade. Okay. So let's see. Do I have pyro? Okay. Pyrolusate ore. We've got plenty of that. So we'll put a ton of that in the system. Is that take care of that one? Elite cutter here. Ooh, that doesn't take care of that. Why not? Pyro. So I have a recipe for refined, but no recipe for purified. Interesting. Okay, so purified pyro, whatever. No. Where purified this one? No, here. So I can take the crushed with water 1 here. Manganese isn't a bad thing to get. Okay, so let's do this one. Do this, and then this is going to be an ore washer 1. So I need to find an ore washer. And you are, oh, you're a 2. So the washer over here must be the one. No, you are a 0. Wait a minute. Crushed molly. Use washer. You should be a 1. I must have moved them over here and forgot to put the circuit on. Interesting. Okay. So take off that. Okay. So now I need elite cutter. So that should now work. No. I have a recipe for that. Crushed pyro. No, I don't. Oh, well, this is interesting. Recipe. I just put that in there. Well, how did I have... Oh, I'm very confused. How would I have had crushed in there if I had never processed it before? And we're full. Well, I'm confused. Okay, so now we have to make an HSSE buzzsaw blade. This should be interesting. HSSE buzzsaw blade. So this thing. Oh, we don't want to do that. Okay, so we can use a lathe on a gear. Alright, so lathe on a gear. So we can come over here and we have a lathe. It is right here. So there is lathe on a gear. So then, do we have HSSE gear? We do not. So now we need a recipe for the gear. Alright, so then that up here. Okay, so then we've got the rotor gear. There's gear. Okay, so now we should be able to do elite cutter Elite cutter, start, yes, okay. So now we are making the cutter, which will allow us to process that one and advance that quest line. Okay, so now down here, oh, well this is a problem. So now we have an elite cutter 2 being processed here, and this one wants us to make an elite assembler 3. You'll need to make the fusion MK1 reactor and acquire that sweet europium before you can make this machine. Okay, that's great. Where the hell is the quest for europium? Oh, wait. That's what I was just remembering. This is where you talked about jumping chapters. Because, oh look, the other material we got can advance us in the next chapter. But I don't see blue. Where is... Okay, so somewhere in here is... Europium is in the middle of the chapter. Europium is in the middle of the chapter. Yeah, but this is locked. Oh, is it because I haven't made this one? Is this one going to unlock this path down? Because there's the fusion reactor computer MK1. So it's because I haven't done this one yet. Ah, okay. So we need to do this one. So indium, tin, barium, titanium, cuprate dust. What the hell is that? Okay, the wire choices for LUV tier aren't great in terms of amperage loss. For that reason, it is recommended to use the superconductor cable, which doesn't need to be covered by rubber and also has no amperage loss. Or you could just try to minimize the use of cables altogether, and then you don't have a problem. Wah ha ha ha. But I digress. This is something you need to Language, district! Language! Indium. Indium, tin, barium, titanium, cuprate dust. That's a mouthful. You increased it to 10,000 today. Dear frickin' douche. Okay, so this requires an LUV level mixer. Okay, so I need an elite cutter, which I'm making now. And now I'm going to need an elite mixer. That's the swearing. Okay. So I can't make this one until I make the mixer. Monty Expert has no laser IO. There's no way Squishy and District will survive. I just heard District Soul leave his body all the way up in Canada. It was a very scary thing. Laser IO is dead to you? Oh, man. You were so dependent on it in Ragnamod. It has its place, but it doesn't scale well. I can see that. Okay, so this is going to go here. Alright, so this is working its way slowly. Are we disabling pollution? I see it's on money. Oh no. Oh no, we have to disable pollution. Otherwise the worlds are gonna die instantly. Gregtech has no pollution in the latest version. It's been removed. Oh, phew. Is this one going to have to make... The Monty Expert README just hasn't been updated. That could be. Are they still on 13 or are they up to 14? It's still on 12. 12.9. When it rolls to 13, 13 is going to be the last release before 1. I thought that's what you had said. Okay, so Elite Mixer. It says I have everything I need to run it, but I don't want to run another machine while I have a machine running, because they will conflict and then I'm going to have it crash out. So we can't have that. Okay, so this is stuck. This is stuck. Can I do... Okay, I did the IV field generator. Can I do an LUV field generator? LUV field generator. Nope. Look, folks, it's another assembler multi-block. Alright, so this is the LUV field generator. Sorry you were off topic. I just realized I had no idea what it was exactly in Money Expert. I knew some of the hard mode changes, but not Expert. No, it's all good. I have no problem talking about the next pack while we're waiting on things to craft. So this is going to have 8 item inputs. This is going to have 1 fluid input. Do you have regrets? Okay, so this is going to have the same list as the LUV emitter one we just did. So that's going to be 26 solid machine casings. And it's going to be 18 laminated glass. And it's going to be 9 assembly control casings, and it's going to be 9 assembly line casings, and then 16 assembly gratings, and then it's going to have 1 data hatch, 1 assembly line, then it's going to have 1 LV input hatch for the fluid. Then it's going to have 9 ULV input hatch, 8 ULV input hatch, 1 ULV output. Bus, not hatch. Shh, shh. Bus, bus. Then it has to be IV, so we can use one IV energy hatch and one research. Okay, so I got that list made for that one. The big change on expert is the disabling of various logistics mods. So no RF to EU conversion. Ooh. Oh, that's painful. Losing HNN is the one change I care about, really. That said, peaceful would be nice. That is one aspect that I am looking forward to, is trying a pack in peaceful mode that we don't have to worry about the mobs killing us. That will be a pleasant change. She who hates combat is happy. Now, how you get mob drops when there are no mobs killing you, that is going to be interesting. Very interesting. What are we hung up on now? Oh, it's still running. Okay. We have numbers moving. That is a good sign. Okay. How about data orb? Can I make a data orb? Data orb. In a circuit assembler, it only has to be EV or higher. We have an LUV. Recipes and questbook changes for expert. I suspect you won't need mob drops, at least not ones that can't be accessed. Sounds good. And it, whoa, that was weird. It's like I saw a llama for a second and then it disappeared. That was weird. Alright, so we want the liquid tin version. So we're going to do this one, and we're going to take it up to LUV. And do this and this. And this will go in our pretty new circuit assembler. Over here. Oop, not you. You. And we'll put you down here, because you are the upgrade to you. Data stick going up to data orb. The important question will be who is going to 100% Monofactory? Well, Squishy's going to try. You know that. Is this done and just not telling me that it's done? No. Are you still running back here? No, that disturbs me. Why do we have so much carbon dust sitting here? Look at all of this stored stuff that's like, I think, left over from recipes again. Ugh! Like, is it not? I have something backed up here? No? Not seeing anything there. Not seeing anything there. Just like, you know, pleasant surprise there. That's the pyrolusite is not running right. So I've crushed it. And then the refined. What is this? So refined pyro. Use that. No, I'm not doing that. I'm washing it. I'm washing it in one, right? Where is... Oh, wait a minute. No. Because that should be able to input both the fluid and the solid in it. That should be fine. And it only needs solids to output, so that should be fine. Crush plus water to get me purified. That should be right. Why is this not processing? No, it's processing the refined to get me. That isn't working. Use. Use. Where am I using the refined? Crushed. Okay, wait. Crushed to purified. Purified. Then purified should be in the centrifuge to get refined. So here's where I'm crushing it. crushing it to get purified. Where am I processing the purified? It should be in the thermal centrifuge, which is here. Here. Purified pyrolusite to get refined and tantalite dust. The tantalite dust is only a percentage. Alright, let's try that. Okay, so I'm going to close that, and then let's start the elite cutter again. It should be very close to being done. Hey, Greg! There we go. We got our cutter. Okay, so let's get started on the mixer. Wait, here. Our elite mixer. Let's go ahead and start on that right away while we go and get this set up in the clean room. And we'll set it up right here. And we're going to need a crafter. Go. And then I'm going to need an importer. And then I'm going to want a... And then I'm going to need a flux point. Yeah, Greg, I heard that Greg got the best of you. And you decided to end your ATM adventures. Which, to be fair, I do not... I understand completely how that goes, because I had to do the same thing with E6E. I had enough elite cutter clean room. And that takes care of that one. Now I just need to put the recipe in it. Okay, so now this is the UH pick. Now we need the chip. So this, and we can use the lubricant. We just want to make sure we, whoops, nope. Here, 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 and then we want to click on this, two alternatives, and click that to make sure that it gets both options for lubricant. On the one hand, doing back-to-back Greg packs seems like a bit much, but on the other hand, doing it while it's still fresh in my head doesn't seem like a bad idea at all, because I'm less likely to have forgotten everything I have picked up doing it. So I'm weighing the two options. I'm like, it might be overload, but it might be fresh enough in my head that I'm able to at least have a clue what I'm doing. So I'm like, I think I'll be okay. I'm a little worried, but now we're gonna have all these things to make again for another mixer. Now I need to be patient. This is gonna take some time. There we go. Lovely. UH. There is these and that. Okay, so that is now done. So I can put that in there. Okay. So now we're waiting on the mixer, which is going to allow us to do this. If it helps Cass, once we finish Monty, we found another pack I think we'd all enjoy with no Gregtech in it either. Oh my gosh. I can't believe you guys are already thinking about the next pack ahead. Oy! I think I have to wait and do the data orb after the mixer gets done because I'm worried it's going to conflict. You weren't, you were looking at filler packs and found this one by accident. Ah, guys. That doesn't even consider other mod packs that are near finish on the watch list. Oh my gosh, guys. Scary. Scary! So many good mod packs out there, and we can only play one at a time, and you're stuck. This needs phenol, and it's stuck. Okay, so we will get you unstuck. We need 2 of these. Always be considering packs. It just adds to the list that we don't have time to play. Now, my concern is going to be, I'm going to pull this out. Okay, if that's good, it didn't try and put something else in right away. It's bad. The phenol is not crafting right away. You're just planning out the rest of your life. Oh, well. Oh, let me guess. The phenol is in the same machine as this one. I can't craft the phenol. No. Oh my god, they're both backed up. Okay, how did the oxygen for this craft... One. Wait. 1 oxygen, 1... should be liquid oxygen. Something is not right here. 1 oxygen, 1 acetic acid, 1 ethylene. That should be... why is it not running? Because it should be a 3. Why is my chemical 3 that only has one pattern in it at a 2? Like, what? Okay, now I need to find the machine that makes my phenol. Because I ain't got no phenol. I still have no phenol. Where is this? It's an elite chemical reactor. Is it the one in the clean room? No. Stop. It's gotta be one of these. One that starts with salt. Oh, it could be an invisible recipe, I suppose. Don't see it there. I don't see it there. I don't have any more. Where else do I have an elite chemical reactor? That one's only advanced. I'm so confused right now. there's one of the two recipes. It says it's in the same machine that has that recipe. But am I blind? I can't see it. I am so confused. Trying to see if anything else here is moving. There's the phenol and the acetone that it's getting stuck on. Wonder if that's getting stuck? See, that's gotta be the one oxygen that was throwing. I'm starting it over. It's try again, game. It's getting stuck on the phenol. It says it's in the same elite chemical reactor as that recipe. 31841 1.5. Three one eight four 1.5. But where is it? It's that one. No, it's not it. I left it there. I hate when I do that. I mean, I suppose... Alright, so if you said it was in here... Just so confused. Why is it doing this? And it's having trouble processing this refined pyrolusite ore. That should be fixed now. So that should be for making bisphenol A. So I should be able to do... Oops. Oh no! Well, this time we found the recipe that broke. Oh, I'm so mad right now. That recipe had been working for months. Months that recipe had been working just fine. For months. Months! That recipe had been working just fine. Oh, I forgot to do... Now I have to do a complete detour. Oh, I'm just so mad right now. And Walt can tell I'm not happy. She's whining. Chemical reactor 1. There's no reason why I have to go back and redo my entire system. This makes no sense. Why would a recipe that's been working for months just break like that? You have a great rest of your evening, Avy Navy. Sleep well, darling, and we will see you tomorrow. Now, why would it be saying it doesn't accept fluid? Bisphenol A. Chemical reactor 1. Just... Well, you gotta witness it breaking in real time. And here's my recipes breaking in real time that have worked for months. And I have no idea why. I'm just so frustrated. Things have been going so well. Machine doesn't accept fluid. Why not? like, yes, it does. Oh, it's okay, Walt. It's okay. I mean, this is the recipe for bisphenol A. It's been working for ages. Even maybe with a self-care reminder as she heads out the door. If it's time for you to take your nightly meds, need to wash your glasses, need to save your game and head to bed like District should be doing, now is a good time to do it. Why? Soon. Like, why? I mean, land on the cable so I can put the machine down. No, land on the... No, land on the cable so I can... Oh my gosh, stop it. Okay. Got power. Importer on the front to take fluids. You have one on the back to take items. This is circuit 1. All of these recipes should be circuit 1. Recipe, circuit 1. Hydrochloric acid, acetone, phenol to produce bisphenol A and diluted hydrochloric acid. Oh. Taking that one out of the recipe. What is going on? Like, I suddenly cannot make phenol. Well, now look at this. This is all backed up. What's going on? Okay, the propane. Acetic acid is here. Acetic acid. Where's the fish oil? Here's the fish oil. Fish oil should be with ethanol. Like, what even? So I have propane and oxygen left over. No, it has propene with carbon monoxide. Okay. Those don't go together, from what I can tell. But nothing is happening here. Like, I can't get it to make phenol. Like, these are available. It should just run. Okay, there it ran. Okay, so maybe it was because that was backed up. And there that ran. Okay, so maybe I have it fixed now. Maybe. Oh my god. All right, trying it again. Some stuff is running. This is good. Look, we're stuck again. sulfuric acid, Epic, and the bisphenol A. Okay, so here's the Epic, the bisphenol A, with 3 sodium hydroxide dust. Where is my sodium hydroxide dust? Uh, okay, so now I've got inert metal mixture with sulfuric acid. So where is the inert metal mixture? So I am missing a bucket of I'm missing a bucket of sulfuric acid. You're 65,000 ingots short of a craft. That is my signal. It's time for bed. Good grief. Okay, our chemical reactor 0 is trudging away. I would like to be able to get the mixer done. It's 10:20. I had a 3-hour nap today, so I'm still awake. But I do have to get up for a Kumadori in the morning, which reminds me I need to check my alarm is set. And it's going to rain shortly. Great. Lovely. Yippee. Not thrilled about that. Where is my clock? And my alarm is set for the correct time. Excellent. The Ruridit is processing. This is good. We've got an LUV electric motor. That's going to be one of the assembler multi-blocks downstairs. We'll see if that gets stuck or if it processes correctly, or if I'm going to go and have to give it a boost. We know the robot arm is not functioning correctly, so we have to give it a boost. Look how close it is to working. All right, let's check on the electric motor. Alright, is there stuff stuck in here? No. Where is my dirt? Dirt. Nope, that's not gonna work. I need to get up here. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now I need to see who's missing. Well, you've got the ring. Well, the only thing that's in there is the ring. Oh, that's because it's done. Woohoo! I think we have LUV machines are right here. Crafter right here. Whoopsie. Rotate you around. Importer on the front. And then power, we're going to need a flux point. Flux point. And your turn is to be red. And you are going to be the elite mixer 2 LUV. Okay. Now, this one was for the indium tin. Indium tin, which is this thing here. So we'll do that. And then this alternatives. Boom, boom, apply, yes. So this mixer has to be circuit 4. And that goes there. Okay. So this is indium here. I have the ingredients to make it. LUV tier and it's still 30 seconds. Ugh. Okay. Alright, it says thunderstorms are nearby. So let us check the radar and see how you are defining nearby. Okay, that is the... Oh, it looks like the two groups of cells either merged or the northern one has dissipated. Oh, no, they've turned. they've stopped moving so much south as now they're moving east. But I think they're going to miss us on the south. That I'm okay with. They want to miss me, that's fine. I have no problems if thunderstorms would like to miss me at all. There's that. And boom, 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 boom. That unlocks this, which is the ingot. With ingots, we have options. So we're going to use this to make an ingot. Okay. Look, surprise, surprise. It's going to be a hot ingot. Anyone surprised by this? Nope. Alright, so you're going to come over here. You're going to come over here. You're going to go in there. And we're going to come over here. We're going to say Mr. Hot Ingot. Then you're going to be a recipe. Oops. No, you're going to be a use. You're going to go in here. And then we're going to take you out and you out. So we just do this. We're going to do up here. We're going to put you over here. And over here. And over here. And put you there. And then we're going to do here. Do. And then the quest says, these superconductor ingots will serve us well in making wires and fine wires. Lovely. So, indium ingot. Oh, wait. Let me put those in there. So, here, here, here. So, my list over here, I can take the cutter and the mixer off the list. And I know for the LUV field generator, I'm going to need another multi-block downstairs. Yay. Is that done already and it's just taking time upstairs now? Yes. Okay, so indium ingot, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so now we have the wire. We're going to come down here and we're going to do use in the wire mill. And we want the 1x wire here. And this is going to go to IV, and this is circuit 1. That's going to come up here, here, circuit 1, and you go. Drop down here, here, put you in there. Indium wire start. Boom. 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 Oh. This superconducting coil has many uses with many different multi-blocks and within many different recipes. There are 3 different recipes for it as well. In this use case, we are going to utilize the lowest tier, which has the highest resource cost, of course, but is easiest format for us right now. A superconducting coil block. Okay. A superconducting coil block. Here. Okay, so we have liquid tritium. Oh my god. Yeah, can't do that. Ooh. Okay. Indium tin burret. That whole long thing. Niobium titanium foil with liquid tritium. In an assembler. An LUV assembler. So that's going to go here. Okay, so super here. So we're missing the liquid tritium, the niobium titanium foil, and the wire. All right, so the liquid tritium That one, the recipe for that is going to be the trinium ingot and the block that melts ingot. So I need to find the trinium ingot. HV is correct. This goes over to here. Yes, extractor. That goes there. Okay. We're going to do use assembler. Okay. Now recipe for this in the bender. I don't have a bender 10, so I have to do this one, which is the bender 1. And that is up here. No, over here. That's bender 1. And it's going to be in 2 parts because I also have to do the bender for the plate. So both of those go in the bender, which it's going to need an upgrade in its crafter here soon too. Okay, so then we're going to do use. Okay, so then we're going to do this one. It's going to be recipe wire mill 2. This one is wire mill 2. Go up, over, and you go down, and then super start. Okay, so we can do this one. Start. Alright, so that is this one, which is going to unlock our fusion reactor computer Mark 1, which I need that to be able to do that. We have also unlocked an active transformer. Oh, this part here in the middle is optional. Okay, good to know. Active transformer are the most efficient way to transfer EU across Gregtech-based infrastructure. There are some rules to making sure it will function. The pipe's laser can only travel in straight lines. You can use another active transformer to divert the laser to a different direction. The pipes must be colored to function. This is accomplished using the Gregtech spray can. Interesting. So this is good. We know that these 4 items here are optional. We know that one there is optional. That's very good. Ooh, that's a lot of those ingots. That's going to take a hot minute. We left off working over here on the 1 million mega. I never did come back to work on making all of that stuff. I didn't come up with what is a good other one to work on. Grinch did start us on this one. So we do have a Draconic Evolution setup. But notice how the quests keep disappearing. The items are invisible. Grinch was having that problem as well. It's a client-side error. So I am experiencing what he did the other day. There's a lot of things to craft in industrial foregoing. Not sure I want to tackle that. This wouldn't be so bad. We should probably we would be able to I think craft the remaining items here and get to 50 check marks. I don't think there's that much left to do. Really, it's just a matter of craft the things, right? Things are going to be a while. Can't hurt to try. May take a little bit for some of these to craft, but all we're doing is waiting. I think I'm going to take a quick restroom break, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. And then we need 2 induction ports. Boom, boom, boom. Takes care of that one, and then That's funny. Okay. Boom, boom. Yeah. We don't need more solar generators. Really. We're good. We're good on generation. We're really, really good. We don't need any more. Really, really, we don't. We don't. 52 turbine casings. Oh, so I only need 40 more? What if I got those as quest rewards? Okay, then we need... Oh, let's see. Electromagnetic coil. So you, you. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, goodness. Okay. Helps to be on the right screen, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Making progress. Slow, but progress. That. Then we need a rotational complex. Da, da, da. I hate spending space on these recipes for something I'm not going to use, but I have to be able to craft the different pieces of it, so... If I don't want to go and run and make them manually, this is about the only way I can do it. But I'd like to get another chapter done, because, you know, that would be great. Eight pressure dispersers. And 6 turbine blades. There's that. There's that. Okay, Okay, and then we have 8 saturating condensers, sat condensers. Okay, and then we need 24 turbine vents. And we need 2 turbine valves. Three left to go. Okay. Don't actually need to build it to get credit for the quest. I like that. Alright, up here, fusion reactor. 3 fusion reactor ports. Fusion reactor ports. Oh, those will take a little longer to make. Oh, I don't have the fusion reactor frame recipe yet. Ooh, that might be a problem. Yeah, we don't have any polonium. And I also need 36 fusion reactor frames. Ooh. That is a lot of polonium pellets. Do I have enough antimatter that I could divert? I have 129 antimatter pellets. I should only need 1 stack of polonium. Or 1 stack of, yeah. And now I have to think. Now this goes back to fluids, so it fills it with water. And that is pulling the waste. It's a gas. Oh, we are out of fissile fuel though. I need to turn back on. What part did we need to turn back on here? This part. Yay, that's all of them. I have 3 machines processing uranium, which will process the yellow cake uranium, which will go to here, which should start processing fissile fuel, which should start filling this with fissile fuel. So I should be able to bring this down to like 20. gases output. It's going to send the polonium to here. And then as it makes me a polonium pellet, it's going to import it into the system. Okay, so that'll make me 1 stack of polonium before it runs out of fluorite. Now the important thing will be to remember to turn it off so things don't back up. Okay, so are you done? No, not yet. Because you ended up short of what you needed on something dust-wise. So if I do... So if I craft this, it may piggyback into this and give it a boost. Is what I'm hoping. And give it a push. Which may mean the second craft doesn't finish, but the first one will, which is preferable because that's the one that's the quest. Something only has a percentage chance of dropping, and I'm not getting very good odds. It's preventing the niobium from processing. Okay, I can cancel you. And now the superconductor block, that is done. Yay. Okay, so we can go back to here, here. Oh, a qubit CPU wafer. Nice. We'll put those away. Okay, so now I have unlocked fusion. Oh my god, what is that? Fusion reactions are the merging of two atoms' nuclei, which results in the creation of new materials. That's what we will be using the fusion reactor for. We want the resultant materials for further processing and use in recipe. When looking at the multi-block info in JEI, make sure to click the PO button to P1 in order to see the correct layout utilizing fusion glass. What the living daylights is this? Oh my god. Wait. 16 input hatches and 16 output hatches? What? 16 energy hatches? Use. Multi-block in. What? What? What the hell is that? It's a donut. It's a very large donut. How big across is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's a 15 by 15 by 3 multi-block. Nope. Uh, nope. We are not gonna start that at 11 o'clock. Nope. Just nope. That will be a next time project. Obviously we need it for the europium because yeah, that's gonna get us down to here. What is the recipe for the Elite Assembler 3? Do I even want to know if this is possible at this point? I'm not even sure I do. Oh. Oh, now wait a minute. Remember, we got europium. We do have 7 europium ingots left from our quest reward. I don't know how much europium I'm going to need. So let's... I need to make ZPM robot arms and ZPM... Grinch hasn't turned in his quest rewards yet, so we might get lucky, and when Grinch turns in his quest rewards, maybe we'll get these. That would be nice. What's this? Oh, sweet mother of God. Okay. And that? Uh-huh. Okay. Well, that's interesting because I don't see... Okay, wait a minute. So we need... I gotta make a list here. Wait a minute. So to make that, we're gonna need CPM conveyor modules, robot arms, and electric motors. So we're talking 3 more assembly multi-blocks, plus the one we already had. So that's 4. Oh, Lord. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Recipe. Recipe. There's the europium. I don't think 7 is going to make us enough europium wire for all of this. That is 60, that's a stack and a half of europium wire for each electric motor. No, an ingot only gives me 8. So no, I'm not going to have enough. Okay, so we have to make europium to be able to make this. Unless Grinch does good with his rewards. Did we finish our data orb? No. That's too confusing to do late at night. Let's see if we can get the data orb to craft before we call it a night. We made good progress tonight, as we've got several more machines crafted. Then the refined storage system decided to break again. Live on stream, we got to watch a working recipe break. So we actually got to see it happen right there on stream. Oh god, don't tell me it's happening again. No, no, maybe we're okay. Maybe. Don't do this to me again, game. Please. Oh, here comes Grunch to get his rewards. Yay! A little worried about these two not showing up. Well, no, those chemical reactors aren't showing a problem. None of them are showing a problem. That one's not showing a problem. Oh god, why is this breaking again? Here's my plastic circuit board recipe right there. Those are outputs, not inputs. I need to find a recipe that has them as inputs. There's the plastic circuit board with the iron to make plastic circuit board to make the plastic printed circuit board. Machine doesn't accept item. There's gotta be... Gotta be in one of my assemblers, doesn't it? Excellent. Thank you very much. Because that's my recipe. Well, now wait a minute. Do I have multiple recipes for a plastic circuit board? No, because this is using a plastic circuit board. This is the one creating it. So a polyvinyl chloride sheet with copper foil and liquid creates a plastic circuit board in a chemical. Oh my God, it's broken again. No, that's the recipe for creating a plastic circuit board. And it's not working. Okay, it's got the... recipe in a chemical reactor, and it's a chemical reactor 0. Chemical reactor 0. Right, so it should be right here. Okay, so I have fixed whatever's wrong there. Now, plastic printed circuit board. Has my recipe for iron 3 chloride broken? Okay. Where is the recipe that's generating that? Nothing is generating. Uh, it was going so well. It was going so well. Yeah. I I can't find where I create iron 3 chloride. It's got to be in a chemical reactor 1. Iron dust, hydrochloric acid produces iron 3 chloride and hydrogen gas. Okay, so I need to look, where do I have iron dust? It's not showing up anywhere. Well, that's just great. It's got to be a chemical reactor 1 with iron dust. Those are both chemical reactor 1s, but neither one of them have it. Okay, here it is. Let's try moving it over here. That seems to be working. Okay. See, there's no reason why that stopped working. Again. I got nothing. I got nothing. Data orb. Data orb done. Alright. So... Oh, yes! Way to go, Grinch! We got a ZPM electric motor, a ZPM robot arm, and an electric piston. More holes and casings. Yes, 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 yes! Not enough to make the elite assembler, but definitely a boost for sure. Oh, that's awesome. All right. It's 11:30. I think we will call it there, and I have mucho work to work on. There will not be a Sunday stream tomorrow. There's a Pokemon event that I want to go and do Quaxley Community Day, so I'm going hunting for shiny duckies. So I may stream tomorrow evening, depending on what Grinch and I decide to do, if we're going to watch some TV or if we want to play video games. So we will have to see. You'll be able to find out on Discord if I'm streaming or not. I will post an update once I know what's going on. I am caught up on sweater orders, so if you enjoyed having streams during the week this past week, expect to see a couple more this week if I don't get any more orders. And we have at least 4 more multi-blocks that we need to make, and we have this. So I have a lot of recipes to set up, a lot of crafting to do, and 4 more assemblers to set up. So that will keep me quite busy. I have to put together all of the lists. I will add up all 4 of these lists for everything I need to build, and I will get to work. So that will keep me plenty busy in the meantime, whether I stream or not, if I have video game playing time. So we got almost 4 hours in today, and like I said, we've made a ton of progress down these various chains, and I'm feeling pretty good about that. So hopefully the next time we meet, we will be able to work on this fusion reactor computer MK1, which is a very, very big multi-block. It is certainly a very good thing that Grinch made us a very, very, very big space. So we can put a 15 by 15 by 3 multi-block over here. So I think that is what we'll do, because I still haven't cleaned out this whole area over here yet. So I think what we'll do is leave this area over here for more assemblers, and we'll put this 15 by 15 by 3 multi-block over here in this corner. And once we figure out what all needs to be hooked up and anything, I will run this cable down to the other side of the room so we can hook everything up and start making europium. So that will be our next big adventure, is getting that reactor set up and making europium in it. So that way we can go down this way, and I assume working back this way to meet up with the assembler. So that is our next project. We'll keep plugging away on ZPM and hopefully stay ahead of JC and be working forward. See how we do. Thank you again so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll hang out just a couple minutes more. There is an ad break, and I don't want to leave anyone hanging and depart in the middle of the ad break, because that would just be rude. Except for the recipes breaking on stream twice. I had a lot of fun tonight. It was good to be making positive progress. After being stuck for so long, it feels good to be moving forward again. So I do appreciate that we were able to do that. So this is going to be big. Getting that big boy made there for sure. Oh, I probably could get my... Oh, no, because I won't get credit for the European bucket until I get that, so that won't unlock. Never mind. I'll be able to make the European bucket easily enough, though, so that won't be too bad. Oh, I misread that. The ad break just started. My bad. Now we have to wait 2 minutes for the ad break to start. Stop. Ugh. I can tell I'm getting tired. Well, I guess I'll just put away my stuff. Oh, we did make a dent in this as well, which is good. Unfortunately, we need... Oh, I wonder if we did get enough to start on that. We did. I'm sure I'll have enough polonium pellets by tomorrow morning. If I let it run overnight, I will have enough, and then I can reconnect it to the antimatter normal processing in the morning. That won't be too bad. Should check that radar again. Oh yeah, storms are all going to the south. Although there's another batch developing now. Oh, great. That batch I think is going to catch me. Grump. Well, it's a good thing we're wrapping up then, because if it's going to be storming, I want to be in bed and asleep before it gets here, because I do not do well in storms at all. If you have ever watched one of my streams during a storm, you know it isn't pretty. I am very much afraid of severe weather. I do not like severe weather at all. Thunderstorms is one of the things I am terribly afraid of. So, yeah, if it's going to be thundering and lightning, we definitely need to wrap up the stream so I can just go to bed. Funny that we ended up working on the fusion reactor and mechanism just as we get to the fusion reactor in Gregtech. Wah ha 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 ha, how funny. Hopefully, I'll be able to get enough polonium pellets and then I'll be able to knock that out and get another check mark, which will be number 50. Which, that's pretty awesome. Alright, well, that's progress there. We'll come back and work on that while we're waiting for other things to craft. But for now, I'm Katiana, and this has been All the Mods 9. We will be back next time, sometime this week, and we will pick up with lots and lots of multi-block adventures as we work on assemblers and reactors and all sorts of crazy shenanigans, as one would say. I believe District is streaming tomorrow. Is he starting Ocean Block? Or is he coming back to more All the Mods 9? I don't remember. Nope, he is starting Ocean Block 2. So, brand new mod pack with District tomorrow. He'll be doing ATM9 one day a week as he tries to wrap up some quests and prepare for world tours, which, be patient because JC and I will be a while. Okay, I am off to bed. Everybody have a great rest of your night. We will see you next time. Bye!